Welcome, it's Domain Dave from CheapWineFinder.com again and again and again and again. And it's on the 2021 holiday season is here. And we're starting out with our first Bubbly review, and it's a cheapie. What I've got in my hands is a Trader Joe's Reserve Brut Rosé North Coast, and it's $9.99. Made in the champagne style with champagne grapes of Pinot Noir, Chardonnay, and Pinot Meunier. And it's pretty good. it's a rosé, and like champagne usually is Pinot Noir, Pinot Meunier, and Chardonnay, and Chardonnay is a white grape, and the other two are red grapes. So isn't red grapes into white supposed to be a rosé? And it's usually not. It's usually white wine. So what's the difference, and why is there a rosé? And I'm going to take a sip, and I'll answer that question, sort of. Why is it a rosé? It's probably because rosés are really popular. I mean, the grapes are exactly the same. It's still a blend of Chardonnay, Pinot Noir, Pinot Meunier. And what they do when they make a rosé wine for Bubbly, champagne-style Bubbly, is that they either do it the same way they do regular still rosé wines and leave the skins in there for a little bit of time just to get the pink color. Or they can actually add red wine to the white wine and make it make it that color. So does it change the wine that much? Well, yeah, it can. I mean, some of the better ones, the more expensive ones, and actually have a different blend for the rosé wine, so it is actually a different wine. But for the more affordable wines, are they doing that? Are they going out? Or are they just giving you a choice of colors? And that's you don't know, and do you care? If it tastes exactly like the other one, it doesn't cost more than the regular Brut. The rosé is the same price as the regular Trader Joe's North Coast Brut, so no harm, no foul. Though, and you might actually like it better. There might be a difference, just that I kind of doubt it. One of the weird things going on is that Trader Joe's also has a $14.99 Trader Joe's Reserve Sonoma County Brut champagne style sparkling wine, and that one's $14.99. It's a 50% increase in price, just the difference between North Coast and Sonoma. And the North Coast is Sonoma, Napa, Mendocino, Lake County, Solano, and Marin County. There's the other two you don't see that often. But what's the big difference between the two? And it's like, I don't know, which is why I bought the $10 one and not the $15 one. Because if you like the $10 one, is there a reason to go out and buy the $15 one? Well, I probably will, and in the next couple of weeks we'll talk about that. So if you're holding off, you want to wait, I will come up with that. Because there can be reasons why, and we'll come into those reasons that might be. There's things like in champagne, the second fermentation has to last a year and a half. In California, there is no law. It could be 9 months, could be a year, it could be a year and a half. We don't know. They don't tell you. And maybe the one that's 50% more expensive has extended triage. That's what they call second fermentations. It's a triage. It can't be just a normal word. It has to be fancy. This $10 one, while it's not complex, it's not layered, it tastes great. It tastes like a champagne ought to taste. A little simpler, but not simple. There's a variety of flavors going on. There's a mix of fruit and citrus, and there's a little bit of brioche, and I'm getting some vanilla in there. I don't know if it saw any oak at all, but it kind of seems like it might have. And if you've been hanging out with us for a while, you know that Trader Joe's wines seem to have a 50% price discount from retail shops. And I don't think every single one has that, but this might be a $14, $15 regular sparkling wine on your retail store shelves. Those are usually pretty good. $10 ones, well, cavas are not bad, but cavas use different grapes, and I kind of prefer the Chardonnay, Pinot Noir, and actually I prefer Pinot Noir over Chardonnay in my champagne. That's just my preference, but I like the grapes better in a champagne style than in maybe a cava, though I like cava. So I don't know why the other one's $5 more than this, and this one tastes great. It's very satisfying. The more I drink it, the more I like it. It's got really good acidity. The flavors are rounded and smooth, and there's some tartness to it, and there's a little bit of spice, and yeah, I mean, it tastes good, and it's $10, and it's made by Rack and Riddle. Rack and Riddle's a custom wine house out of Sonoma, and they specialize in bubbly. If you have a brand wine that has a bubbly as one of their wines, Rack and Riddle probably makes it. There are some really high-end sparkling wine. There's Gloria Ferrer and Iron Horse and Schramsberg out of that area, and they make their own wines, but you need custom equipment and some know-how, and you can send it out to Rack and Riddle, and they'll do a great job. And they did a great job with this one, and they also make their own North Coast Brut Rosé under the Rack and Riddle name, which happens to be pretty much like this one. So is this their wine? Is it similar to their wine? So this is a wine that, it's a bargain wine. I'm going to take another sip. It tastes great. It got the acidity to make you reach for your glass. It's got enough interest to keep you going, and it doesn't cost much money. We'll find out if the other one's worth the $5, but that's in a couple days, so hang out with us until then. And this is Dave from cheapwinefinder.com. Like us where you like your podcast, and if you will, and we've got a lot more wines coming up because this is the party season, and we have to get our wine on. And stay safe, stay warm, and I'll be talking to everybody. Adios, bye-bye.